Welcome back to the Chammy, the only Chammy where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a professional haunted house, in a graveyard, from a haunted person on a haunted lanai. It is June 29th, 2023, and today we're going to cover some of the mentoring stuff that I had been talking about over the last month, just to run over that again, and then of course the paid tarot readings, as well as there is always a free collective message for anyone who might find this when we're not live. Just go ahead and skip to the end for the free tarot reading. I also leave that for people who might come in who just chat and maybe don't get a paid reading that day because we're not doing the free readings. If you do want to get a free reading, come to our slumber parties on late Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Get yourself a yes or no question in, or maybe an in-depth Gothic tarot reading, as well as check out the description for my Etsy shop. There are orgone pendulums, pendants, earrings for your divination and manifestations to help you boost those. Orgone energy has helped millions of people in the world. Mine in particular has helped hundreds of you. So check that out. I'm going to go ahead and leave some stuff in the chat for people who might come by, who are new or need to be reminded. Took me a minute to get YouTube to work correctly today. Oops. Some of these psychics who work at my call center have ridiculous bios. Maybe I should put in my bio, my descendants are ancient Greek and my greatest grandfather Zeus, and that's why my tarot readings are amazing. I better go get my DNA ancestry chart to prove it. Hey Jeremy, what's up? I'm just laughing at the comedy on this call center with these other psychics. How are you? Welcome back to the Chammy. The only Chammy where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a professional haunted house. we're doing good. Dad's having some digestive issues, but we'll just keep a close eye on it. We eat a lot of fresh produce. So we have to make sure that, we eat it within a certain amount of time and that we wash it a certain way to make sure that it doesn't have anything on it that might make him sick, since his system is a bit more sensitive than mine because he is missing 24 lymph nodes. Oddly, watch them all grow back. I'm kidding. That can't be possible. But anything is possible, so we'll just have to see. He is ancient Greek. Who knows what those weirdos can do. I just came online to recap some of the stuff I've been talking about with the mentoring sessions this month. Do some tarot readings. No problem. Hey Liz, welcome back to the Chammy. The only Chammy where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house. I'm looking for a job. Always looking for a job on Backstage. Apply for hundreds, get no callbacks. Am I feeling better? Mostly feeling better, yeah. I wish I'd slept better. I just did nothing but toss and turn. I don't know why. How are you feeling, Liz? Gosh, I hope I do too. I had to watch one of those purple mattress commercials so I could fall asleep. As much as I love my human dog bed, it's a very hot bed. It's very cozy. I'm sure it's going to be great in the winter, but I need to maybe I need to put like a different kind of sheet on it, like maybe a cooling sheet or something, because it gets so hot. And then it's also the kind of bed like you can't really use. I mean, you can use a pillow with it, but like it can be difficult to use a pillow with it. God, I love sleeping. It's like my favorite thing. I don't do enough of it though. Let's go see what kind of fake jobs are up on Backstage. I can't begin to tell you enough how I feel like a lot of these jobs are fake. I mean, what kind of people put out a job and don't even let you know if they got your audition? I mean, how am I to know? I'm sorry, Al Nuke. You will have to find someone else to shoot that movie with you about butt injections. Unbelievable. He wants to give me $100 in lunch. So thanks, I actually need a career. I can buy myself lunch and give myself $100. Delete. I mean, really, it says nothing on my profile about bullshit like that. It doesn't even state that I would like to do anything like that. I mean, unless he's like looked at. I mean, do I look like I need a butt injection? I'm insulted. Totally insulted. Okay, send it to me. I'll check it out, girl. Is this the doctor? Is this the doctor? Scam artists. I can't believe they actually said yes, it is. Like who's supposed to believe that? Oh. See what else these offers. Oh, the casting call expired. Who cares? Deletes. See what else we can find on Backstage today. Let's block that asshole who just called me 3 times in a row. Butt injection, my ass. I mean, it clearly says that my skills are musician, singing, acting, improvisation. Hey, how are you, Jolia? Welcome to the Chammy. The only Chammy where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a graveyard. Hey, Addison, how are you, darling? So I went to go look at my Backstage, and someone offered me an audition for, well, no audition. It was just like, come and shoot this. We'll give you $100 and lunch. We're filming a TV show or some crap about butt injections and how it's killing women in the South. Not my problem. Not my patriotism. Not for me. I mean, I just can't throw myself into something I can't feel, you know? Like, it's not, you know, I'm more concerned about dolphins and tanks, not vain women injecting their asses with the fat on their face here in the South. You know, like, where are those people that want to do the documentaries about the tanks? You can't change you can't change somebody's mind about wanting to look like an elf or wanting to have butt injections. I mean, you can try, but even if a doctor convinces them, they might just go and push the limit. It's like someone who has an emotional eating disorder. It's up to them to want to not have that eating disorder. I don't want an emotional eating disorder, but I have one, and it's up to me to deal with it, not you guys. Let me ask you a question, Liz. On your backstage, you know the part where it lists like the kind of gigs you're willing to do and that that you are confident in doing? I mean, do they not look at that? Are you actually getting auditions for the stuff that you would like to get auditions for? Or is it random like that? Hey, come by my studio. I'll give you $100 and lunch. We're doing a butt injection documentary. Oh, really? I didn't know you weren't original. All my family's like original from Kansas City, Missouri on my mom's side. Except for my grandpa. He's from Los Angeles. He lied. He lied about everything. Yes, Jeremy. I saw this German couple. I mean, they would have just been the best TV show ever. Okay? Reality TV show ever. And they actually were on the TV show Botched. That's on E. Two perfectly blue-haired, blonde-eyed German people. In fact, the man in the partnership could have, should have, would have is probably Gus from Willy Wonka, all grown up. But they literally went to some foreign land and paid like $28,000 to inject themselves with some experimental drug so that they could change the color of their skin to black. Yeah. And then her boobs look like basketballs. His body is definitely, well, I mean, I can see what he sees in her. I can't see what she sees in him, other than he's an incredibly sweet guy. Okay. But sometimes incredibly sweet guy doesn't cover the bills. So I guess you have to get boob jobs the size of basketballs so you can. But she took it to the next level, okay, and wanted to go and get a nose job to make her look more African. I'm like, I'm turning the TV off now because I feel like this is racist where I come from. Like, I know this might be normal in Europe, but it's just not normal where I come from. I don't understand why people don't want to just be themselves. Maybe I'm the one that has the problem. Maybe I'm the freak. Well, I am a freak of nature, but I don't have to go injecting myself and pretending I'm a different race to feel good about myself. All I have to do is go eat something. Oh. Oh, Jeremy. Oh my goodness. So funny, guys. Jeremy, Liz, y'all are funny. I don't know about perfect. Okay, let's see what other backstage offers do I have. So it says my profile is only an 8 because I haven't added additional credits, additional skills, and education and training. And since when did having a degree in acting even matter? Like, what about the courses I've taken and instructors I've worked with and the method that I use? Like, they don't even care about it. I'm so confused. So I just didn't add it. I hate that when I go to the ethnicity area, like, there's nowhere to put that I'm Greek. I have to just choose European, multiracial, Middle Eastern, or white. So I went ahead and just put on my ethnicities anything and everything that I feel I would be able to play. Because what else can you do? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so just put ethnically ambiguous. Oh. '93 Honda Civic heavily modified. Yes, very true. Like, my ass is as cute as it's gonna get for right now until, I've completely built up. Why does this person keep calling me and spamming my phone? Is this the doctor?
Hi, good day to you.
Is this
My name is Rachel, calling you from
is this the doctor?
I'm so sorry.
Is this the doctor? Is this the doctor's office?
This is the doctor's office. This is National Health Enrollment
Okay,
Center.
I'm trying to keep the phone open for a phone call from the doctor. So if you're not the doctor, I'm sorry. Could you stop spamming my phone and calling me? I'd really appreciate it. Now I will block her. I just want to eat spaghetti in a pet cemetery. Okay, those were totally not the lyrics, but she couldn't even say I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for calling you 10 times. She called me at 1. She called me at 2:56, 3:19, 3:32, 3:47, 4 o'clock, and just now. You mean like buttery nipples? I like buttery nipple shots too, Liz. Although I don't drink, so. There's this cute child on the property trying to come over here and play, and the dad and the mom are trying to get the baby to understand. It's definitely the organite. It's trying to run away from its parents. It's so cute. It's fine. You guys can joke around. Sorry about that alarm. Contemplates at work, probably like everybody else. She works a part-time job on Thursdays and Fridays. So I think I'm going to apply for Kasamba. California Psychics told me I'm not what they're looking for. And that's fine, because California Psychics is not what I'm looking for either. But Kasamba was willing to take a look at my resume, so I might go over there and see what I can see for picking up another job. Because I guess I'm not what Mystic Sense is looking for either. Nobody calls me anymore since I raised my prices to $1.99 a minute. I figured, I see readers on there all the time, $2.25, $2.50, $3, $4 a minute, and they're staying active throughout the whole day with calls all the time. So I'm not going back to $1.28 or $1.16 or $1.60 or $1.70, because I just get the most wacko quackos. Guys wanting to talk about their penises. Okay, women and men who call me and just act any fucking crazy way they want, and then leave me terrible reviews that are lies and not even spelled properly with the right grammar or anything like that, and they won't delete them. So I'm also noticing that unless you're new there, which you have the tag, what's the tag? Oh, if you have the newly joined tag, or you have top rated tag, you get most of the phone calls. But if you're in the middle like I am right now, rising talent, it's ridiculous. With a 4.5 star average, I used to have a 5-star. One review left me at 4.5 star. Jeremy and Liz are engaged. Hey Addison, how'd it go with the contractor? I'm just sitting here fixing my resume and my backstage and try and get some jobs. I'm gonna go and switch my Fiverr from tarot card reader, empathy listener to just voiceovers, because there's some guy there giving away $5 tarot card readings all the time, and I can't sit around and compete with that. I've been trying for 6 months. I'm done trying. I'm moving on. The ship has sailed. Fiverr. So that's so funny what you said about the G-string. Hi, Nikki. I'm sorry, I was in another window trying to fix my life. So, Liz, my favorite donuts are Entenmann's frosted chocolate frosted donuts. The devil, okay, the devil ones. Hey, Nikki, how are you, love? Is it still hot there? Hotter than a witch's titty in a breast bra. So I'm hoping that I will be able to finish and publish this book here soon, as well as do a paperback of my first book, share it with you guys. Okay, Liz. That's because there is a jet taking off. No, there's actually a jet going over the house right now. Me too, Liz. I hope someone will come for a reading too. Okay, honey, enjoy. I'm just going to be here working on my resumes. Enjoying being outside. I'm going to have to go put my phone on the charger. It is now toast. Be right back. I'm going to go put the phone on the charger and get my notebook. The computer is probably extra hot too because I'm outside where it's hot and now I'm stuck to myself. Check my PayPal. Okay. I'll be right back. I had to go put the phone on the charger. I'll be right back. It took me a minute to come back because Dad was reading me something, and then you told me to check my PayPal. So I checked my PayPal, and then it was like, wrong password. So I had to go through the whole wrong password check thing to see it. So thank you so much, Addison, for your donation. Oh, I almost fell asleep there. I'm turning into Chihuahua more and more every day. Addison, what cards would you like me to use? I've got the Golden Girls, the Angel Oracle deck. I've got the Mermaids, Liminal Space. Yeah, what's for dinner, Liz? You're cooking tonight. Guys, I could not believe what Earthling Ed talked about on his channel today. He talked about the epidemic or pandemic or whatever demic, the fish demic at PetSmart, talking about how people literally found live beta fish in the trash. So I can't believe they've resulted to this. And I'm also amazed that he talked about it for years, how cruel PetSmart is to any animals that they may have. They fired me for actually my prescription glasses, as well as my actions to make a better life for the beta fish that were there. And this was over a decade ago. So to see that they're still treating the beta fish like garbage, and someone starting to talk about it other than myself, I was impressed with Earthling Ed today. He did. It's a really cool deck. Awesome. I'm actually making a Mind Frame Oracle deck for you guys, as well as a tarot deck. I just might have to make them myself because I'm not so willing to spend the cash on a foreign company that can't drop ship for me. So I think I want to make batches in small orders. That way I can customize the boxes and customize the cards to my liking. No idea what Hoppin' John is, but I'm guessing it's some kind of ribs or something. Corn and peaches sounds great. I'll take some. Ugh. I want the deck that gives you the clearest message. Okay. Stop barking at Neil and Mary. It's so rude. Let me close the door. I can't have her barking at Neil and Mary like that. Stop that. Nice. I'm trying to teach baby the difference between danger and not danger, because she's scared of everything except me. Cool, Jeremy. I'm getting super creative this month. July 1st, I'll give you guys the link to my Patreon if that's something y'all want to be a part of. I will be spending time over there, getting that started. And who knows? Maybe we'll be doing tarot readings and art classes. But I did want to go over some of the stuff I talked about in June. I don't know if I'll do it today, but maybe later afternoon tarot readings. I'll go over that stuff. After I get off this live, I have to go and get approved by OBS so that we can do our try. You guys can still get tarot, but we're actually gonna hopefully watch a movie of some sorts. And it'll probably be film noir. It'll probably be horror. But it's not going to be, anything that was made in your modern advanced time, like through the 90s and now to now. Like I won't be showing anything that's gory or bloody or overly spooky. It'll mostly be campy and or film noir. My video quality went to shit on your MacBook. Of course it did. It's the story of my life. Let me go ahead and get reading on Addison. Addison, thank you so much for your donation. It's allowing me to pay a bill that I've been in knots about. I had to, well, I didn't have to, but Priscilla needed $15 for gas, so I sent it to her this week. Because I just knew at some point I'd be able to make that $15 back this week so I could pay this darn bill. So hopefully, I'll see PayPal has taken the actual bill and let me make that payment. Yeah, the payment has been submitted. Made me feel better. That was like the only one I was curious. Am I gonna be able to cover it? Like, I know I've got a couple days, but I like to be early on my bills. I'm one of these people that's like, if I can pay twice as much. If I can pay twice as much and on time or early, I will. If I can't do twice as much, I always like to at least do a payment early, even if it's a week early. They like that kind of stuff on your credit more than if you were to pay double the minimum. Although double the minimum, I love that. But I noticed I could pay double the minimum, okay, on time, on the day that it's due. They don't care. But if I pay it early, even if it's not double the minimum, I'll get a couple points just for paying it early. Okay, let's get with the Golden Girls because I really get some really nice, clear, and loving messages from those ladies when we cards. But I'm going to get into the mermaids because your specific person is a water sign and you are a water bearer. And there might be things that are hidden that you need to know about, Addison. Try to stay in the Empire state of mind where, you might even have to listen to that song. I don't know why Spirit's saying that. You want to stay in that state of mind where that specific person isn't even thinking for themselves anymore. You're thinking and feeling for them. Okay? And I have been watching a lot of Precious spiritual TV. And I follow that guy because he reminds me a lot of my African wise man, friend's son, who's 10,000 plus years old and the counter of the universe. And I felt like there was something I saw in him that I saw in myself, because he uses, not only this spirituality, but as well as mixes his spirituality with his manifestation and his magic. His manifestations as a magician seem to be mostly American folklore, or American folk magic. Some people want to call it American folklore magic, but I like to actually call it American folk magic, which I think is the proper use for it. A lot of people want to call it hoodoo. Some people confuse it for voodoo. But we have to remember the people that people that created it their roots came from Africa. Roots came from the islands. And, they knew the power of God. They knew the power of wisdom. And they knew how to use simple things to manifest what they wanted. Knowing at the end of the day, they were the operant power, because they were co-creating with their creator, whatever that may be to them. The sun, the moon, the gods, the goddesses, the spirits. Even, maybe a loved one that's passed on that's like a spirit guide for you. And I thought it was so interesting when Precious said, write their name in salt. And then I started thinking about all the things that salt does. And I started thinking back about how, like, when I was actually studying science as a kid, and I was super into science, and thinking about how if there was a study where, like, if there was no water on the planet, how much salt would be there. And it says that the planet will be covered at least 10 miles high in salt if there was no water on it. So that's a lot of salt. And the stuff that this TV show gets into about salt and water is so interesting, and I really like it a lot. So I tried some of the stuff that he has in suggestions in regards to manifesting. But I like that. I like how this person on their channel tells you, don't do this unless you really love this person, or don't do this unless you really believe in it. Because I've noticed that it's not just, if this person really understands that, once again, they're the operant power working from that. That they are the spell themselves. They are the magic at the end of the day. They are the one that is the beautiful creator. Everything else is just an extra added bonus. So, super hyper focused on his spirituality. His spirit's asking you to do the same in this Hierophant card, because that's where your connection begins and ends, and begins and ends. You have not just a physical human experience, but you also have a spiritual one with your specific person, Addison. I also kind of feel like when I get really zoom into this card, you see, like, she's got the symbol up in her hand. She's holding that cross. Hold on, let me turn this off. I apologize. Anyways, this is definitely showing your connection with your specific person, and where it begins, where it ends, and where it begins again. I think it's so interesting that this 7 of Swords is showing up next to this Ten of Pentacles. It's like as if it's saying that this person's hiding from the fact that they love you, they like you, they feel luckiest with you. Okay, if they could sneak away with you, they would, again and again. But they continue to, once again, they fail to see the good and what's wrong in their life. They fail to see past the spilt milk. So your homework is going to be really persisting with the thoughts and feelings that he's not stuck in the old story either. Okay, that old story, Addison, he's not coming back. I told you this already. He's not. That version of him is not coming back. Action. Turns away from it. He turns around and thinks about how lucky he is, how he's the luckiest guy in the world, and it just turns him into a pile of salt. So being that pile of salt, you know, he really in his emotions here, in his head. Spirit, what else does Addison need to know about in regards to her specific person, their connection? What's going on in regards to the truth of the feelings? You know, getting turned into a pile of salt, feeling like a pile of salt, feeling that stuck feeling, you know, where shit, you know, if I'm not being sneaky, am I going to be even luckier kind of thing? King of Swords. See, like, he's ambitious to get this back with you. I don't understand why other people's cards keep saying it's a stalemate. It's not a stalemate. It's nostalgia for you, yes, because you get stuck in what you love so much about the old story. But it's as if in this King of Swords, it feels as if they're, you know, they want that nostalgia back. They want a massage. They want that closeness again. But I think in regards to that Three of Swords here as the energy behind that nostalgia, I really feel though that the Hierophant and this Ten of Pentacles, despite the Three of Swords, despite the Five of Cups, the Seven of Swords, you know, I really feel this is going to be the most important card because that spiritual connection is the beginning, the end, and the new beginning, and always will be. Because you guys have a spiritual connection. Not everyone who has a partner, a specific person, you know, not everyone, you know, you don't always have a connection with that person that's spiritual. So you're very lucky to have that. So let's disregard the Three of Swords. We don't care why, because we reject that. No more old story. Seven of Swords sneakiness, we reject that old story. Okay. Now we're looking at what's good instead of what's bad in that Five of Cups. Okay. We are remembering how we're the luckiest girl in the world. I'm going to tell you a story. I told Liz already. So I had a two-sided handheld mirror, and I was cleaning it and talking to my dad and my friend that lives with us, our roommate. He said something to me, and I turned the mirror over, and it felt out of the placement and, the handheld mirror thing onto the floor and did not break. Then I was like, oh, wow. And I turned the other side over to look at, where it fell from. And the other plate just completely fell out into my hand and broke off the handheld thing and did not break in my hand. I kept saying to myself all day long, like my little affirmation all day long was, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I kept reminding myself that every time I started to feel in a state I didn't want to be in. So Dad and Mike were like, better play the lottery. So I did, just for fun. But maybe affirmations do really work. At least my I'm the luckiest girl in the world one worked for me. That mirror could have cut my hand really bad, and then I wouldn't have been able to play guitar or tarot for weeks. That mirror could have broken on the floor, but it didn't. I'm definitely the luckiest girl in the world. And you are too as well, Addison, because you have the spiritual connection with your specific person. Okay? And this lucky connection. I don't care what anybody said about DC. I don't care what anybody tells you about anything about stalemate. These are this person's feelings. They do feel regretful that they're not with you every day. And I just think it's funny, this massage thing. It's like Spirit saying, go relax, have a massage. There's something wonderful about being touched and pampered by a relative, a stranger for just a little money. A massage or facial is one of the nicest ways to receive this touch. If you've already tried one, then do the other. It's relaxing, comforting, and possibly something that you'll want to repeat several times in your life. Like, I almost feel like it's saying that this person wants to go for a day at the spa with you. They think about this kind of stuff and feel this kind of stuff without having to be sneaky, without having to feel regretful, without having to feel sorrow, because you make them feel very lucky and emotionally secure, as well as just lucky in general. Let's get into what else Spirit needs you to know. Whew. Spirit, what are his next actions towards her? Can you tell us about that right now? I'm getting angels out because of the Hierophant card and seeing what other messages or advice Spirit has to give on his next actions towards you, possibly. The next actions are towards, what are Addison's specific person's next actions? Oh my God, that's so sweet. Oh, now they've all fallen down. I'll just pick them up later. So the next actions, the Lovers. This person definitely wants to make loving choices, and they definitely want to regenerate this connection with you, and this Lovers card and this World card. So these are two major arcanas. These are so much more important than all those other cards in the Golden Girls deck, except for that Hierophant. So once again, it's like Spirit saying this connection is blessed. It's time to regenerate your thoughts, your feeling, and revise it in this World card. That's his next action towards you, is I don't think I know, it's to fix things with you. Oh, please don't fall over a table. A couple more cards. Recovery. Once again, this card can be about getting together, taking a vacation, taking action to hang out, reward for, being the best version of yourself, time for a nap, recovery. It's not just about recovery. It's like, it's like time to get into meditations and what makes you feel good and recover from that old story, Addison. In this 4 of air. 10 of air, recovering once again from the completion of the end of that old story. It's over. This is the end. My only friend. The end. a new person enters your life. And I feel like the Page of Wands is the perfect card: intuitive, sensitivity, artistic, friendly. Okay, heightened psychic abilities, a new phase in your life. But I think this new person is the new version of your specific person. Okay. So there's a lot to think about there. Once again, I'd like to remind you that only you can prevent forest fires. Okay. I just think that booty injection audition thing was hilarious. Once you see a Greek statue at a museum, you see them all. Oh God, if someone tried to rub armpits with me, I'd be really upset. Maybe you should definitely consider searching out a sex therapist then, Jeremy. Oh, it's okay, Jeremy. Nobody does. Thank you, Addison, once again for your donation. I hope this message has helped you. I know we are two different creatures from the same lagoon, but I would call that man. But that's just me. And I wouldn't be afraid of a rejection. I wouldn't be afraid of a block, a ghost, a booger. I would just let my edges be liquid. I'd be like, I just want to eat spaghetti in a pet cemetery. Yeah, I mean, it's the love of your life. Boogers can sometimes be okay. Just trying to make her laugh. So it's time to call the love doctor, Addison. Hold on 1 second, Addison. I'm reading that note. My phone is so slow. I'm going to ask the cards what you asked in the message, Addison, because I'm curious. I wanted to ask that and I had completely forgotten. No. Death to that. Let's see if we can get a card on the energy behind. Behind that. Wow. So, death to anyone else. Okay. And pretty much he's just done, not a happy bunny with that person you talked about in that message. Okay, Addison? Dun, 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 dun. So just keep sticking up for what you believe in and what you want. I mean, and I'm telling you, the moment you start to literally stop emotionalizing what it is that's not feeling right about this, and start working towards, like, remember how you went on the grateful rant earlier in my messages? Just keep doing that because it works. I feel like, maybe there are some certain manifestations that do come through affirmations, just like my mirror story that I told you guys about. Interesting how it's your morning thoughts. I wonder how different it would be if you woke up and just smoked a joint instead. Like the moment you open your eyes, hey, here's my vape pen. Or, oh, there's my gummy. Oh. I wonder how much one of the cannabinoids that has to do with that kind of anxiety brought on by something will occur and turn into anxiety. I mean, I'm telling you, after years of doing wake and bake, it helped me to stop doing that. I know I sound absolutely bonkers, but after years of wake and bake, or just years of, here's my iced coffee, it turned into, I can't wait until morning so I can have my morning weed, or I can have my, well, Addison doesn't smoke, Liz, like we do. So yeah, I prefer to vape weed, like the actual flower. I have a special vape pen to put my CBD or my even THA or TH9, the Delta 8 or Delta 9. Oh, so funny. So, but Addison doesn't smoke like we do, and I don't know that she would. I'm not sure she would vape the actual flower. That's why I was like, maybe something like this, which is a Delta 8. It's actually the only Delta 8 I prefer. It's the only one that does what it's supposed to do, which is help you if you're having anxiety, help you relax more if you're having pain, or help you sleep if you can't sleep. All the other ones are just crap. Or just gummies. Weed salad. You could wake up in the morning, weed smoothie. Can't wait to wake up in the morning and, because I'm so-and-so's wife or partner, and we're fixing the house up and have my weed smoothie. My chocolate weed smoothie. But I know I just sound crazy, but like, you spend years waking and baking. It just changed the way I thought and felt about myself. Like, oh, I have neurodiversities. Oh, I hate to have to wake up in the morning and go to school and, get beaten up again, and nobody likes me because I'm weird. Or like I told you, that whole thing, I can do better. Get up in the morning and get stoned first thing before I eat anything, drink anything. I know it sounds so crazy, but it really did help me progress through a lot of my mental, emotional instability. I mean, maybe it triggered more of my emotional eating, but at the same time, I wasn't eating emotionally until I didn't start the emotional eating thing until after the attempted murder thing. That was pretty weird. Well, that sounds super good. Ancient Chinese secret, women. Never tell anyone your age. It's your age. Protect it. And it wouldn't matter if I was 16 or 85 or timeless. I would never tell you. I'd probably just lie. Because I think it's fun to lie about your age. And I probably got that from watching too much Blanche Devereaux on Golden Girls. Man. Chew them at 4 a.m. You've been eating to stop thinking. See, that's an emotional eating disorder, Addison. Stop. You have a beautiful body. Stop. I'm going to say something that sounds really cruel, but it's the one thing that helped me most with my emotional eating disorder, and that was nothing tastes as good as being skinny. Okay, even if it's just fat skinny, as long as it's healthy skinny, that's what's important. And nothing tastes better than being healthy skinny. If I didn't remind myself of that every day, man, I'd be a cheesecake. God, that cheesecake from Publix is heaven. I had actually never had Publix cheesecake, and I tried a piece yesterday. My goodness, it was different. I'm ready to get in the car and go get another piece, but I can't. And it was much better than that vegan cheesecake. So I'm just going to keep telling myself, Addison, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. And you should too. You all should. Especially you, Jeremy. Just keep telling yourself you're the luckiest girl in the world. And you'll see you are. It will. Like, we once had a porch hangout online. This is probably, look, we're doing a summer porch hangout, Addison. Only with other people too. Anyways, as I was saying, she had this CBD drink thing in the fridge, and I told her to drink it. She did feel better. So once again, I'm just going to go over some of the stuff real quick before I log out, because I'm going to take a little mental break for myself and probably go work out and then come back and do some more readings. The 3D can't change if you have not changed within. All right. Knowing that what you want is yours already and staying in that conviction. All right. That it's already done no matter what is still playing out in the 3D. It might say, that I have 1,050 subscribers, but it's lying. I actually have 15 million subscribers. It's just a YouTube glitch. Didn't you see me just get 100,000 followers in like a month? So a couple never got her. Oh my goodness. He's just laughing somewhere at me. So some Neville Goddard quotes to remind you: an assumption, something that you believe to be true. Okay. When you put the bread in the toaster, toast it, it's going to come out toast. You're not going to question it. This is an assumption. Start treating your manifestation as an assumption, because you can't have the and do whatever you want except for me. Why? Because it's my reality. So you see how that works? If persisted in, your assumption will become a fact. An example, my third man recording service thing. All right. I persisted in wanting to record music with Jack. It happened. Yeah, maybe it came to me in a kind of scrambled eggs kind of way, but I still got my manifestation. And I'm going to manifest it again, the law of assumption. He's probably somewhere just laughing too. Keep laughing. It's good for you. So, if you still see yourself, people, and the situation around you and circumstances still expecting the same as you saw them before, okay, you have not changed from within. Your concept of self or state of being has not changed from within. So your subconscious does not have eyes, but it hears everything you tell it. So I'm going to say that one more time. Your subconscious does not have eyes, but it hears everything you tell it. The truth is, everything is really truly vibrating. You're vibrating. That tree is vibrating. My drink is vibrating. Somebody's lush is probably vibrating. And everything has a unique vibration. And that's why I was saying everyone has unique vibration. Many people have many of the same or different neurodiversities, so they might manifest differently. So trees, plants, elements, people around you, everything's vibrating. It's not just some mumbo jumbo new age shit that people are talking about. People wouldn't talk about manifesting if it wasn't something that was true. I feel like maybe affirmations do manifest something. When we do magic, we say incantations. When we pray, we say words. So why wouldn't the affirmations create something? I started telling myself the other day, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. And then what happened with that mirror? That was scary. Okay? That glass could have broken and shattered into a million pieces on my feet, near the dog's face. Ugh. So, your consciousness, your frequency, your vibration, it has the power to, co-create with the universe and the other things in your vortex to create an unlimited co-creative existence. I don't even know why I keep this thing on anymore. Nobody calls. And you can use these unlimited co-creative powers to manifest anything. The twin flame, $1 million, a new car, a house, a job, health, a specific person, abundance, success with anything. You have no limits, no boundaries, because it's once again, your reality. And you connect with universe, whether you connect with God, whether you connect with whatever spiritual, religious beings, it could even be aliens. You have the power and the direct control to create it. Remember that you don't have to accept anything that you don't like. You can reject it. You can revise it. Just by telling yourself that you can do better. Just by telling yourself that, I am the supernatural. That's what I always tell myself. Well, anyways, I'll go ahead and do this free collective message, and I'm going to take a little 5 o'clock break. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. And I'll come back in a little bit. I'm going to go work on getting approved for OBS. It takes 24 hours to get approved for OBS in the way that I want to use it on YouTube. And I would really like to be able to add that movie in for us to watch during the slumber parties this weekend. All right, guys, let's get to this free collective message so that I can come back and see you guys again. I'll probably come back at 7 Pacific, 6 Central, 5 p.m. Pacific for about another hour of tarot, and then I'll see you guys later tonight. What's OBS? It's an operating system that's going to allow you to watch the screen, what's on the screen, and then you'll see me here in the corner. We'll still have the chat just like this. Or I could be here on the screen and then something else in a little tiny screen here, but probably do it the other way. So I don't want you guys to I don't have to watch a movie in a little tiny screen box. But I'll still do readings and stuff, and I can just text it to the people in chat. It's something that people use to stream their video gaming with. Spirit, what do I need to know right now about the not too distant future? Be wise with your time in this 7 of Swords. While you might feel battered and bruised, making that sacrifice to be that operant power, be that star in your love story, be that star in your movie. People see you in this way in their life. Stop shooting yourself down. I hope somehow this message helps. Let's see what this card is. Oh, and 10 of Pentacles. Talk about luckiest in the world. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. Okay, I'll be back, guys, in a little bit. I'm going to go cuddle with the dogs and meditate. Sayonara. You're welcome, Liz. Arrivederci. Kalanita. Is it even time for Kalanita yet?